Hang on a minute. I'm going to take it off here for a minute. And I'm going to put it... I've lost my phone stand. And I thought I could put it there, but you can't see me. So I'm going to have to just try and balance my phone. Just bear with me. I'm going to have to balance my phone. I should have set this up before I came on. Hello, everyone. Excuse me a second. Sorting out all my bits and pieces. Right, you can see me better now. Now, I won't be able to see your messages as clearly. Hello there. I'm okay. I'm getting frustrated because it takes so long to recover. And people keep saying to me, you've had a brain aneurysm, Ali. You know, what do you expect? But I'm so independent and I can't stand having to rely on people for things. I like to do things myself. So I'm having a bit of a moan. So, yeah, now if I'm looking down here, it's because I can't see it. Hello there. Yes. But anyway, I thought I would do a quick makeup look. I'm just going to get a wipe because I want to give my face a wipe. Just bear with me a second. So I'm not in my normal habitat for doing makeup. So you have to bear with me for a minute. But I've got some wipes. I just need to just quickly cleanse my face. And I'm having to do things the easy way rather than the proper way. At the moment. These are non-fragranced wipes. And I cleansed my face this morning. It's just to get rid of any debris on my skin. Right. I wanted to show you. So, with my dad's Christmas money, I thought I'd treat myself to this from Estee Lauder. Now, a little tip. If you're interested in purchasing this, I ended up now, Estee Lauder says it's worth £410, but it's £85 if with purchase. But if you like this kit, okay, and you want to get it, little tip is to go on to John Lewis, because at John Lewis, you don't have to purchase anything else and you can get it for £85 without purchasing anything else. Now, in the end, I didn't go with John Lewis because I wanted to get a couple of other items from Estee Lauder, and I'm going to show you that as well. And I'm going to do a little makeup look with this. So I'm going to show you. I'm just having a look here. I like a good GWP, get ready with me. Hello, Nina. Sorry, I've got a really awful setup because I'm in my bedroom at the moment. I tried to turn it the other way, but you can't see me because I'm basically not facing the window. So you'll have to just bear with my awful setup, okay? And me cup of tea. So I was just showing you that I got this from Estee Lauder with my Christmas money from my dad. And I'll tell you why I got it. Because my dad used to get me this for Christmas. He got it me a couple of years. What he'd do is he'd go into a department store to buy Beautiful, which is a perfume item that I used to get a lot. And then he would he get talked into getting this as well, and he got it from my sister. By the way, Nina, I don't know if you could do me a favour, but I know that you're in touch with my sister. If you wouldn't mind just messaging my sister and saying Ali's on live, that'll do two things. One, she might be able to join me, and even if she can't, it will stop her from calling me. I forgot to text her before and say don't call me. If you wouldn't mind doing that, just texting my sister and saying just to let you know Ali's on live. Thank you. Right. So anyway, now the tip. I wanted to tell you the tip. So I'm going to repeat this because you're all joining me now. But this, if you want this and you don't want to make another purchase, because it's worth £400, £412, but you can get it for 85 if you purchase another item. But if you go on to John Lewis, you can get it for £85 without purchasing anything else. All right, so if you want it and you want to get it for £85, but you don't want to purchase anything else, go on to John Lewis. All right, I'm going to show you this, but I'm also going to show you some other items that I got. Okay, some of the things I can't show you because they were Christmas presents and you never know who's watching, but the things that I got for myself I will show you. Okay, so this is what the case looks like. It's a really nice little case, and it's got a pocket at the front, like that. And in the pocket at the front, they've put the mascara, and they've put the eyeshadow palette. Let me show you the eyeshadow palette. So this is the eyeshadow palette, and the reason that I wanted this is it's purple, but it's quite a muted purple. It does look a lot more muted in real life than it does on the actual picture, but I still like it. And there's only one shimmer in this, but it's a really good everyday kind of purpley palette. I'm just looking to see if anyone else has sent a message. So that is the palette, and that is the kind of Christmas palette it's in, and it's called Celestial Glam. So I'm going to put that on. It's the shades of Pink Dusk, Aubergine Aura, Twinkling Lilac, Amethyst Cosmos, Full Moon, and Smoky Embers. All right, so I got that. So that's in the set. Then you get, now I've not tried Estee Lauder mascara before. I may have done when I was younger, but I'm going to be interested to try this. This is the Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. Okay, so I haven't tried that yet, so I'll try that on. Excuse me if you can hear Jack shouting in the other room. He's playing an online game. Okay, then when you open it up, you get, there's like an insert so that it displays all your items really nicely. Okay, and this so reminds me of my dad. That's why I wanted to get it from my dad, because as I say, he used to get me this, and I think he got it 2 years running. When he bought Beautiful perfume, he always used to get me the makeup set. Now obviously when you want to use it in the end, you can take this insert out, and it's quite a roomy case, but I'll tell you what's in here. So you get a lip pencil, and it's a red lip liner. I'm going to swatch you these in a minute. You get 2 limited edition lipsticks. Now, there's something I want to tell you about these. I'm not sure how limited edition they are, and I'll tell you why. You know me, the detective that I am. I'm just looking to see if out of stock in John Lewis now, but available in Phoenix with 2 purchases. 2 purchases. Right, well, in Estee Lauder, you've got to get 1 purchase, right? And so I would go to Estee Lauder. They've all got different conditions, and in Look Fantastic, I think. Don't know if it's sold out, but in Look Fantastic, you only had to spend £25, so it's worth shopping around. Okay, don't go necessarily with, but you definitely don't need to get two purchases. All right, so Estee Lauder, it's one purchase, but it's got to be £50. And as I said, Look Fantastic, if they haven't sold out, it was £25 with certain selected items. So do shop around. Right. So now these two lipsticks are supposedly limited editions, but when I looked at the description of these lipsticks when I was shopping around, they gave them different names. And the different names were lipsticks that are in their regular stock. Now, I wasn't sure whether that's because in these other shops they had different lipsticks in the box. But I suspect that what they've done is they've given them a different limited edition name, because when I actually looked online at the colours, these special edition, limited edition shades looked very like the colours that they were naming in the other stores. So I think they're not really limited edition shades. So this one is called Starlit Red, which is it's a true-ish red, but it does lean, I say true-ish because it leans a little bit onto the orangey side. I'm going to swatch you them in a minute. And this one is a kind of medium pink, which is very pretty. I'll show you that in a minute. Then you've got two lip glosses. You've got one in a deep berry shade. I'll swatch these as well. And you've got one in a red shade. And then you've got the skincare. So you've got the Revitalizing Supreme Advanced Night Repair serum, then Advanced Night Repair for the eyes. You've got an Advanced Night Cleansing Gel. Haven't used that yet, but it's new, and I'm looking forward to trying that. And then you've got the Estee Lauder Gentle Eye Makeup Remover, which is very good. Now, it's not the one that's got oil in it, so it's not going to be great at taking off waterproof mascara, but it is a very good, especially if you've got sensitive eyes, it's a very good eye makeup remover. So that is what I got. But I also, right, because I had to spend £50 to get it from Estee Lauder, I also got a Modern Mercury highlighter. Now, if you remember, I actually got one of these years ago when, and I say years ago, we're talking about 6 years ago, probably, possibly even 7 years ago, when Victoria Beckham brought out an Estee Lauder range. And I loved Modern Mercury. And Estee Lauder still stock it. It's one of their hero shades. And I thought, it's about time I got a new one. And it'd be interesting to compare it to the Victoria Beckham one. Now, this is their Bronze Goddess compact. And this is what Modern Mercury looks like. I will swatch the things in the set in a minute. I haven't forgotten. This is so flattering. It's a rose gold. They do a gold one and a silver one as well. But now I'm just going to pick up this phone for a minute because you can't see it. It is so flattering on the skin because it gives a wet look rather than a shimmery look. Right, and it looks really lovely on the skin. Now, I'm going to put foundation on in a minute, but I'm just going to show you what I mean. Because in my pocket here, I've got the Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to, excuse me a minute, I'm just trying to do everything without having a phone holder. and I'm not sure that this is going to show up. It just gives, yeah, look, it really gives that natural glow. It doesn't look like makeup. It looks like you've just turned your head and you've got that natural glow. Look at that side now, look at that side. It really is a hero product for a good reason. And of course you can do stuff like this. You can put it on your eyes. If you haven't got Modern Mercury by Estee Lauder, it is one of their hero products. It is such a beautiful highlighter. I would recommend it to anyone, especially if you don't like the really blingy look from a highlighter. You want to be able to see it, but you want it to look like it's just your skin glowing. You can see it, but it looks like it's just the light reflecting on my skin rather than it being a highlighter. Okay, I'll just put some down my nose so that you can see that. It's nice and subtle, but you can see it, if you see what I mean. You can see it, but it doesn't look like you've got makeup on. And of course you can put it, hello Terry, hello Lucy. I got Nina to message you, so you didn't call me. And also, look there, if I put it under the eye, obviously I'm dabbing that on a bit more with my finger, so that's a little bit more obvious than if I put it on with a brush. But it is definitely one worth having, right? Modern Mercury, right, by Estee Lauder. And as I said, Victoria Beckham brought out a version in that lovely case. And I can't bring myself to throw it out because it's in such a beautiful compact. But I thought it was about time I got a new one. Now I'm going to put you back here for a minute. You're just going to have to bear with me, guys, because as I said, can't find my phone holder. And I'm sort of making do a little bit in my bedroom. But I'm so glad to be joining you. Everything takes a bit more effort, but it's so lovely to join you. Now, I got that, and I also got this lipstick. Now, this is one of those lipsticks that, if like me, you've been unwell and you want a bright colour to just zing you up, this is a lovely one. And I picked it out. It's a matte one from Estee Lauder, but actually it still feels quite creamy on the lips. It looks matte, but it doesn't feel really drying. And this one is called Enigma, and it is a beautiful cerise. Nina, you'd like this. Now let me just, I'm going to have to pick up the phone again because you're not going to see it otherwise. Look, beautiful cerise. I'm going to put this on so that you can see what I mean. So if you're in bed and you're not very well and you just want to pick up some colour, this is the lipstick. Now I'm going to pick up my phone again so you can see it a bit more close up. You'll see what I mean, that although it's matte, it doesn't dry out. My lips are really dry at the moment because of being in intensive care, and I was on a ventilator. Yeah, I was actually on a ventilator. My lips dried out a lot and they're still really dry. But you can see it doesn't look drying and it doesn't feel drying on the lips. And of course you can put some on your cheeks. And now if I wanted to in the morning, I could get up, put that on and put a bit of the Modern Mercury, and I've already just given myself a bit of an instant lift. Okay, so those were my two. Now, because I bought those two things, they actually threw in a freebie. And they asked me at checkout what I wanted, and I thought it was just I was getting a sample, which I did get a sample, but I also got this nutritious melting soft cream mask that they threw in. So it is worth having a look on Estee Lauder, because I think they probably just threw that in for free because I spent a bit of money. So definitely have a look. I love, you know me, I love my pinks and reds, and we're going to try out the other ones as well in a second. Okay, so let me just put that back down. So this is the Estee Lauder. Now I've still got loads of stuff that my sister got me when I was ill, and I've also got little treats that I've treated myself to, because one of the things I will say is I'm definitely not a strap for cash at the moment, even though it's Christmas, because I've been a very good girl and I've given up smoking. It was my wake-up call. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've had a few little glitches where I've had one or two, but we're talking about 3 in the last 3 weeks, and that's it. I got Jack and Mick to hide them from me, and then I found out where the hiding place was when I was really desperate. And I've had 3 in 3 weeks, and that's from like having 20 a day. And I really don't want to go back to it, so it's giving me extra cash for makeup. So and I need to, because this was my wake-up call. It makes aneurysms more likely. So yeah, so I've got lots of things to show you. I've got some things that I don't want to show you because I've also bought them as gifts, and certain people are watching this live, Lucy, that might be getting them as gifts. So there's some things that I'm holding back, but I thought I would do a look. Now, Lucy has given me a tip. Bargain, the bargain of the week. I've just bought one, and if you are in the UK and you have access to Beauty Bay, I think it might need to be on the app. Here is my bargain of the week, as given to me by my sister. MAC Makeup have got this makeup gift set out at the moment. And in the makeup gift set is Ruby Woo, which, if you don't know what Ruby Woo is, it's their iconic True Red. It is a proper red. It's not too blue. It's not too orange. It's right in the middle, a true red. It is a matte lipstick, and it is quite drying. So you need to make sure that you put a lip emollient on first, all right? Because Ruby Woo has been known to split people's lips, but it is beautiful red. The most beautiful, iconic red, okay? Now, in this kit is Ruby Woo. Then there is a cherry, which is not Ruby Woo, but it's very similar. Cherry lip liner, okay? There is a full size, they're both full size. There is a full size MAC Stack mascara, which, as you know, is very, very good as well. And a special edition, you cannot buy it separately. It only comes in this gift set. A special edition MAC Pro Longwear eyeshadow. You know the little pots, the cream pots, like the Made by Mitchell ones. But MAC Pro Longwear paint pots are really good. I've got loads of them tucked away somewhere, but I've got loads of them. They're brilliant. And then before Made by Mitchell brought them out, I would have said, you know, they were the ones to get. Made by Mitchell ones are good now as well. But MAC have brought out a special edition silver one to go with the red lipstick. So you get full-size MAC Pro Longwear paint pot in silver that you can't buy singly. You get your MAC Stack mascara full size. You get a Ruby Woo lipstick and you get a red lip liner to go with it, right? Now on MAC website, it's £65. But if you go on to Beauty Bay, you get it for 34. I think it's 34. Lucy, is that right? It's £34? Anyway, as soon as my sister told me it was £34, I went on and bought one. I thought, oh, I've got a MAC Stat mascara and I've got Ruby Woo. But I really like the look of the MAC Pro Longwear. And Ruby Woo, again, is getting old. So I went and purchased it. £34. You know, the Ruby Woo lipstick is £19 on MAC. So definitely go onto Beauty Bay. And that is my bargain of the week. If you're in the UK, go and check out Beauty Bay. Right, now, I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to do this look. I'm going to put on my foundation. Let's take off this lipstick and the highlighter. And I'm going to do a look. I'm going to try and do a look. I can't actually see what I'm doing because I'm not close enough to the camera, but we'll make do somehow. It's just nice to be talking to you guys, you know. By the way, that's Jack playing a game. He doesn't need help. He's telling his friends to help him. Right, let's just take this off for a minute. Of course, one of the things that you can do with that highlighter is you can put it on all over the face before you put your foundation on. It's a bit like using Flawless Filter, but put it on with a thick brush all over the face and then put on your foundation. Right. Just take that off. Let's see if I can make my bin. Yay! Right. Now, the other thing, another bargain to tell you about is this colour corrector that I use. Again, if you're in the UK, I'm not sure about the US. But if you're in the UK at the moment, this colour corrector, which you can see I've used a lot, right? This one is amber. If you're a similar skin colouring to me, and you know this is going to work for you, so Nina would be similar to me. If you're very fair, it's not going to work for you. But this is such a good colour corrector. You've seen how well it works on me. At the moment, they've got it on clearance on QVC for £24. Now, you might think, £24 still a lot of money. But a little goes a long way, right? And you get it with a brush, which hopefully is in here, so I can show you. Yes, you get it with a brush, right? And it's £24, but it's also, at the moment, if you use, there's a code where you can get 3 easy pays. So you can buy it for £8 a month, no interest, and you can get these too. They haven't got the lighter version. They're selling them off, obviously. They're stopping doing it. So I've got myself a spare because I love this colour corrector. And it really works well. He's got his headphones on, which is why he doesn't know what he's doing. Now, do you know what I think I'm going to do? Before I put on my foundation, I'm just going to use a little bit of this moisturiser. I'm keeping a lookout for your comments, but I'm going to have to keep coming back to my phone. So bear with me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to use, if I can get this out. Now, the only thing about these MAC things is the way that they're packaged in this set. It's sometimes very difficult to get the products out of the box. I'm going to, let's see if I can get, yeah, I can. Right, okay. Now, this one doesn't look like it's a full size, but this is called Revitalizing Supreme Plus Youth Power Cream. I could definitely do with a bit of youth power cream right now. And actually, immediately as I touched it, I like it because it's a gel cream. So it's moisturizing, but it doesn't feel too oily. The only thing about Estee Lauder is that their products are quite scented. And I know my sister can't use Estee Lauder because she gets allergic. She said all of Estee Lauder brings her face out in a rash. And this has got a bit of a scent to it. But I'll put that on as a base because my skin definitely needs some moisture to it. And then I shall get on and put some foundation on. I hope all of you can see me well enough to do this. Let's put my primer on first. Just put some on my hand. Now, I'm probably repeating myself, but this primer is quite pigmented. And actually, you can get away with just using this as a foundation because it's quite pigmented. But if you do use it under your foundation, it will make your foundation last a lot longer. But I mean, to be honest, I could get away with just this today. I'm going to feel so much better, even though I'm in my pajamas. I'm going to feel so much better putting some makeup on. I can't wait. Now, someone's put a comment. I'm just going to pick this up. I missed the first 15 minutes, Stacey. What have you missed? Stacey, I was showing you, don't worry, I'm going to come back to it in a minute. I was showing the Estee Lauder kit, which I'll be showing you again in a minute because I'm going to be putting it on. And a couple of tips for how to buy it if you're interested in buying it, and also a bargain from Beauty Bay. So I'll tell you all about that in a minute. Just remind me if I forget to. So those are the things that I was telling people about. So let me just put on my foundation. I will definitely come back to it though, Stacey, don't worry. So I'm now going to put on my, this covers everything, luminous foundation. This is the first time I've actually put foundation on since the end of October. And you really, because I've put that primer underneath, I don't really need to put on a lot. Now, one of the bargains I was just telling you about, Stacey, in case you didn't hear, I look very beautiful. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. It is quite yes. You're talking about the Estee Lauder. Have I seen the new Charlotte Tilbury palette? No, I haven't. I said she normally brings something out just before Christmas. I haven't seen it. When did it come out? Was it today? I haven't seen the new palette. Was it today? yesterday. Lucy, if you're still here, what did I say? Charlotte Tilbury always brings something out just before Christmas. I'll have to go and have a look. I'll be too late to get it now, probably. Because you got to order before 2 o'clock. It doesn't matter. I'll get it after Christmas. Right, this is the colour corrector. Now, I was saying that, Stacey, this wouldn't be for you because it's too dark. And they've only got it in amber, but they've got it reduced on QVC, on clearance, and you can get it on 3 easy pays at the moment because it's on clearance. I've actually stocked up because you can see I use this a lot. Right, so that's the colour corrector. And I'm also, they've got another one of their concealers that is on clearance. And they only had my shade left. So I actually got one of those to try as well. It's not that this covers everyone. This covers everything, one. But it's another one by Doll. And I thought, oh, I'll try that because this is a little bit light for me. And the one they've got that they've reduced is in tan. So the same colour as my foundation. And it's reduced to £18. And again, I got it on 3 easy pays. So I thought, well, I'll try that one because it's had some really good reviews as well. I always look at the reviews. And the good thing about QVC, I've noticed, is that the things that they often clear, the things that are on clearance, on a lot of websites, the things that are on clearance are things that have had bad reviews. But that isn't the case with QVC. This thing that's on clearance that I've paid £18 for, and I think it's like half price, it's actually had 5-star reviews, mostly 5-star reviews. So it's not that they're trying to get rid of it. Now I'm going to just put on some powder. And I've got an awful feeling I haven't got my powder brush up here. Let's see. No, I'm going to have to use my Real Techniques. I haven't got my big powder brush up here. And of course, while I was away, Mick tidied up. And he's put some of the things that I use a lot of the time out of reach. He doesn't, because I've got so much makeup, he doesn't know what I need to have at hand and what can be a bit further back. But I got Jack to get it for me. So this is the Doll 10 finishing powder in tan. Right, so now let's get on with the Estee Lauder set. So what I was saying, Stacey, is if you're interested in this set, there are different offers in different places. Now, Estee Lauder says that this is £405 or something, but it's £85 with purchase. There are other sites that say you've got to make 2 purchases, and then Estee Lauder says you've got to make a purchase of £50. And I was just saying that John Lewis, you didn't have to make a purchase. You could just buy it for £85. But Nina's just informed me that it's sold out. But definitely shop around, because on Look Fantastic, they were saying that it was £85 if you bought something for £25, not £50. So different places have got different offers. And I was just showing you, they've got skincare. So they've got their advanced night repair. They've got the advanced eye repair. They've got a new advanced night cleanser and an eye makeup remover. There are 2 lip glosses, 2 lipsticks in supposedly limited edition shades, but I'm not sure that they are limited edition shades. Have a look later, you'll see. I won't repeat everything, but if you look back at the beginning, you'll see why I've come to that conclusion. There's a lip liner and there's an eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to do the eyeshadow palette. Now what I might do is change position. Oh, and a mascara. I might change position and hold my phone because I'm getting a bit tired with my legs down and sitting in this position. And I need to be a bit closer to the screen anyway to put on my eyeshadow. So just bear with me a second. As I said, everything's taking longer at the moment. And it won't be as professionally shot. But I'm here. So let me do it like this. I haven't put that powder on very evenly, but let me just open my eyeshadow palette. Excuse me a second. Right, so this is the eyeshadow palette. So it's purple, but it's quite a muted purple. So I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to show you a beautiful highlighter in a minute for Stacey. Oh, you've got the set already. Queen of Luck. Queen of Lucky Glow. Oh, is that the new? Ah, okay. I will get in and have a look at it in a minute. So I'm going to go in with this kind of muted purple. And I'm going to go in with the socket. In the socket. It's a kind of taupey purple, if you know what I mean. It's beautiful. And actually, I like the fact that there's only one shimmer shade. Because actually, it makes it a lot more versatile. Sometimes if you get one with like all shimmer shades, it looks nicer in the pan and it probably sells more. But you can't do as much with it. And I'm using my my quality brush, Sonia G brush, because it does blend like a dream. Right, now I'm going to go in with this darker purple in the middle, and I'm going to take that on the side and a little bit up into the socket. Oh, that is very dark. I'm just going to blend that out with my fingers. That was darker than I thought it was going to be on my eyes. I'm going to just take it on the outer corner to hide the hood and build up. So it's really, this is really easy. If you don't, like at the moment, I'm not doing a great job of blending and everything because of the light and everything, but it's actually really difficult to mess this up because they blend beautifully, these eyeshadows. Now I'm going to take the really dark one at the end and I'm taking it with a smudge brush and I'm going to tuck that right at the outer corner. Right? like that. You'll see it better this side. This one is like it's almost grey. It's got a little bit of purple in it, but it's more grey than purple. But I'm also going to take this underneath and I'm going to take it and use it as a liner. I probably should have done this after doing my shimmer shade, but I just want to see what it looks like. So I'm really sort of not doing a hyper professional job of this, but I think you can see that you don't actually have to with this palette. It's very difficult to mess it up. Now I'm going to take the one shimmer shade, which is beautiful, and I'm just going to put that on with my fingers, and it's a kind of lilac-y shade. But I'll definitely get the Charlotte Tilbury palette and I'll do a review of it. I'll order it as soon as I come off. After all, it's only 2 packets of cigarettes, probably. Right, there's a lilac. See, I love lilac. Apparently it's like Celestial Pearl. Ooh, that one wasn't very popular. Now, there was one colour I don't think... yes, I haven't used the pink. Now, this one is a matte pink, but I'm going to put a little bit in the centre. Do you know what this would be really good with? I've got the Victoria Beckham Pinky Lilac eye stick, and I think that would be a really good base for this. And there's also, I'm going to show you this colour, there's also a grey, kind of taupey grey. Now that would be a really good. So see where I've done this? Let me just put it on like, uh-oh. I'll deliberately go, uh-oh, right, and put it on too much, right? I mean, even uh-oh, I've put it on too much because it blends quite easily. This palette is still quite good. If I use the grey, this grey will make a really good transition shade. It's really difficult to mess this up. So if you're not very confident with blending and you want a more colourful palette, then this is definitely one to have a look at. And I'm going to put another bit of that lilac because I don't like the fact that I mattified my eyelid. Right, now I'm going to use, let's use this mascara because as I said, I don't think I've used Estee Lauder mascara. If I have, I probably used it in my 20s if I got a free with purchase, because I used to get Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. Let's just try this and see what it's like. So I'll go on the top. Always like to do the top. I think my eyelashes are almost non-existent at the moment. Right, let's see. Now, normally when I put on the first coat, it doesn't really show up until I do the second. But actually, this is showing up already. So I'm quite excited about this. Normally, I have to put on one coat and let it dry before it starts to show up. But this is already showing up. So, and also because Estee Lauder mascara is not something I would go and purchase because it's expensive. And with mascara, you should use it up quickly. And there's a lot of really good drugstore ones out there. But actually, I'm quite impressed with this. Look at this. This is actually very good. And it is definitely volumizing. Look at that. Oh, sorry that you got to go, Miss Noodle. But have a lovely Christmas. Is Miss Noodle Bushra? I've forgotten. Remind me, Ali Pallies. That is good. That is very good. I'm impressed. Right, and Stacey, the other bargain I was saying before you came on, I'm just doing a third coat now because I want to see how this builds up. And it doesn't clump. What I was going to say was, so the other bargain is MAC have got a gift set for £65 that has got Ruby Woo, which you know is their classic red, and it's got a cherry red lip liner. It's got their MAC Stack mascara, and it's got a special edition, and you can only buy it in the set. Pro Longwear silver eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow. And they're really good, the Pro Longwear. Now, it's £65 on MAC's website, but on Beauty Bay, it's £34. So that was the other thing I was talking about. I'm very impressed with that mascara. Look at that. Because at the moment, I really I've been through the mill. By the way, I'll give you all a laugh. My cynical laugh, that is. I was copied into a letter this morning from the hospital to my GP from the dietitian saying Alison has lost 4 kilograms while she's been in hospital. So she's at severe risk of malnutrition. And she needs, you know, those drinks, the nutrition drinks, to build up her vitamins and whatever. Please prescribe these urgently. So they've waited 4 weeks to send the letter, and they've sent it the Friday before Christmas Day to my GP. I need it urgently. I told you it was a cynical, make you laugh. Right, now I'm going to put on, now that I've got my foundation on, I'm going to put on this lovely highlighter. So, Stacey, this was the other thing that I was showing, that I know you're a bit of a highlighter fan, and this is definitely one to own. $38.95 now. Sorry, I thought it was 34. $38.95 is still, as I say, on MAC it's 65. So yeah, definitely, I would grab that because Ruby Woo is a great lipstick to have. But as I said, do use a lip salve or something before you apply it, because it's been known to split people's lips. Literally, it is that matte and that sort of tightly packed. If you put it on to dry lips and you've got dry lips, it's been known to cut people's lips. It's like when they drag it, you've got to be so careful, but it is a stunning shade. And then you get the lip liner, you get the MAC Stack mascara, and you get the Pro Longwear for $38.95. That is a bargain because the Pro Longwear paint pots are about £20. The MAC Stack mascara is about £19, and the Ruby Woo lipstick's about £19, and the lip liner is going to be about £14. So it is a real bargain. Right, now this is the other thing that I got from Estee Lauder. As I said, I showed at the beginning. So this is the highlighter in Modern Mercury, because as I said, I got one from Victoria Beckham, but it was when she made them for Estee Lauder. And it's so old, I thought it's about time I got a new one. It is definitely a highlighter to have. And I did apply it at the beginning, but I took it off. So I'm going to show you what that looks like now over foundation. It just looks so natural, but at the same time you can see it. It is so beautiful, this. It's definitely one to own. It just, people will think you glow, but without it. Now, obviously, when you dab it on with your fingers, it's going to be a little bit more noticeable as makeup. But it is just that lovely tone that suits everyone. Now, they have got it in gold and they've got it in silver as well, but Modern Mercury is the rose gold version. I see, I'll put some down my nose. I knew you'd like it, Stacey. So this is Bronze Goddess, Modern Mercury. Now, because that on my eyes is not looking that shimmery, I'm going to put some of this in the centre just to add a bit more of a highlight to the centre of my eyelid. Now, I have shown you this before, the Victoria Beckham version, but as you know, it was very, very old. And that's why I thought, let's get a new one. And I will do a comparison of the Victoria Beckham one, but it won't really be a fair comparison because it's very old. I'm going to put some, look, I just look at it. It just looks like I've got glow to my skin rather than I've painted something on my face. I love it. Now, as I said, little tip is, I said at the beginning, one of the things you can do if you don't want to get something like a Flawless Filter is if you apply this with a big brush all over your face before you put your foundation on, it will act like Flawless Filter. You know, it'll give you that glow underneath your foundation. Okay, so that is Bronze Goddess in Modern Mercury. And if you're a highlighter fan, it's one of those classic ones that you need to own. Okay, and I also showed, you'll have to look back, Stacey, but I showed a lipstick that I got in Enigma, which is a bright pink. But I'm now going to show you these lipsticks that I got in the set, which obviously Stacey will know what they look like because she's got the set. So you get this classic red, but it is a little bit orangey. So this one is called Starlight Red. Starlet Red. Right, let me just swatch it for you. Only slightly orangey. Okay. And I'm not sure that the shades are exclusive, or but as I said, the packaging is. Now, and this one is called Saturn Rain, and it's rain as in monarch raining, with a G in it. So that's a kind of medium pink. Right, and then you've got 2 lip glosses, which I shall show you if I can get them out, because they get stuck in this box. There is a way to get them out. Right, this one is Ruby Quartz, which will go over the red. So this is Ruby Quartz. And then the other one is like let's try and get this out. This one doesn't want to come out as much. Oh, there we go. This one is called Divine Plum. The trick is to press it one side and it comes out. So this one would go over the pink. Okay, I'll put them both on so you can see both of them. Let's do the plum first. Plum and the pink first. So if anyone's worried about Jack shouting, it's because he's playing a game with his headphones on. So he gets all excited. It's a lovely spring pink. That one. So that's the pink. Now I'll put the plum over the top so that you can see that. Bear with me a minute. Sorry that you're getting me at a funny angle while I apply it. The only thing I noticed about these is the brush is very hard. The smell reminds me of something. Right, that's it with... Sorry, I didn't put that on very evenly. That's it with Divine Plum over the top. Now, now I'm going to put the red on. Hello, John. Let me take this one off. Jack! I'm doing my live. Can you just watch your language, please? Right, I'm going to put the red on, but I'm also going to put the lip liner on because I haven't shown you the lip liner yet. Let me see if I can get this out. Oh, I can. Right, so this is the lip liner, and this is a classic red lip liner. And you can never have too many red lip liners And I like this because it actually does look like a true red. I find with Charlotte Tilbury's red lip liner, it looks pink on me. So I'm going to just, this one is actually a really nice red. I'm going to put this on. So that's a lip liner. And I like the formula as well. It's not too much like a lipstick. It's not too soft and it's not too hard. So it will prevent feathering, but it's not so soft that it doesn't do anything either. So this is the Starlet Red. Didn't Charlotte Tilbury have one that was called Starlet Red? So that's the Starlet Red. Now I'm going to put the lip gloss over the top. Now what I'm going to do actually is put a bit of this lip gloss on as blusher, which will give a bit more of a glow, and it is a little bit more transparent than putting on a lipstick. See, what I do is I'll pick it up with the next finger. So I rub it in a little bit and then swap fingers. And it enables you to make sure that you don't overdo it. So there you are. I haven't done my brows, but that is the look. What do you think? Ah, yeah, and they did one called Starlet Red and Charlotte did Super Starlet. Yeah. So that is the look. Now, I think my MAC set is coming tomorrow, so I can do you a little demo of that tomorrow. No need to do brows. They're a little bit on the thin side, but it is what it is. They're downstairs at the moment, but thank you. Well, I'm in my pajamas, but I feel glam now. And having a red lip just lifts my mood completely. But look at that highlighter. Now, I overdid it with the highlighter because I just can't get enough of it. But you can see it looks like light. It looks like light rather than makeup. You see, as you move your face, it just looks like the light's reflecting. It doesn't look like makeup because the particles of shimmer are so fine that it doesn't look glittery. Glammy jammies. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go and get my feet up now and have a little bit of a lie down. But do leave comments if you want any more details. What I'll do is I'll put the links to the Beauty Bay offer. But if you want links to any of the other products or you want the names, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for joining me and have a lovely Christmas. I'll try and go live with the other set, but if I don't manage to do it or I get a bit too tired, do have a lovely Christmas, everyone. And here's hoping that I get better health next year and that you all get a peaceful and happy new year. All right, love you all. Don't forget to like the live, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Mwah. Doesn't want to hang up.